Hi everybody, how's it going? Don't mind Minecraft. Minecraft is being very slow today. Minecraft will be here shortly. You know what? In the meantime, I can start the bingo. May as well, right? Oh, it's actually still going apparently. Interesting. Okay. Yep. Hold on. All right. I gotta admit, I have felt a little distracted from Minecraft. Felt like, I don't know, it feels like it's been a very long time since last Monday. My sleep schedule kicking me in the face multiple times. But I think I am... Sorry, I have to actually actively be on screen, be in the tab, in order for this to load. I think, maybe, I don't know. And now I am, so wow. That little chip noise is much louder than I thought it was going to be. I apologize. Hang on, let's see. I'm getting things in Discord. No, I'm not getting things in Discord. Discord thinks I'm getting things, and I'm not. Alright. So, let me see. World of Fluff, Build World. I can't remember what we were doing. There are buildings to build, so that is what we will do. Sorry, until somebody shows up in chat, I might be a little bit distracted. I just remembered a thing I wanted to do. Sorry. Alright. Oh. Well, welcome. Andromeda. It's been good. It's been good. My day's been good. Getting to educate people on tri-tip is always a good time. Oh, sorry to hear that. What, ooh. Oh. Well, I will try and make your day better then. I can't remember what I was doing last time. Although, okay, so we've got this thing, which looks like... Was this supposed to be a bar? A tavern? An inn? No, yes, this was definitely supposed to be an inn. Oh, I think this was supposed to be an inn that also had, like... maybe residences on top, I don't know. It was, well, it's terracotta, so it's probably not arson. But you know, the day is young. The day is young. I don't know, though. Did get a message from a friend I haven't talked to in a very long time. Don't know how to feel about that. We like, I don't know, we didn't like stop talking or anything for any actual reason, but like... canon. You know, actually that would probably, that might be a decent solution with him. Let's just say, I don't know. Let's just say his, like, just say his bosses, I'm not a fan of, like, the people he works for. But that doesn't necessarily mean anything about him. Cannon with messages in a bottle would be amazing. Oh yeah, fair enough. Oh, if it was if it was Bad Dragon, I wouldn't be having that kind of reservation. Oh. Interesting. Sorry, is not the sound I want to be making in relation to Bad Dragon. Probably. I can imagine. these buildings are supposed to be like wall to wall, so like having windows on every side doesn't necessarily make a whole lot of sense. Oh, I think this was supposed to be like a police station or something. Because of the metal bars. I don't know. Police station / guard tower thing. Yeah. Oh, you know, I should say, I don't know, obviously I talked to you about it a lot, all my woodworking things, Andromeda, but I have not said anything elsewhere. Good lord, I kind of went crazy with some furniture stuff yesterday. Like real crazy. Like, it was insane. It was genuinely insane. So I made an end table. We had some like spare glass, some spare glass shelves, which does kind of sound like a very odd thing to just have spares of. But yeah, I made that, tried out some new joinery, a new kind of joint, and it worked all right. It was could have been more precise, but it works. Fully upholstered. Would be nice. I would love to get into to have some tailoring ability. I feel like I've already said this, but like, I'm getting a very strong sense of deja vu here. But I'd love to be able to like sew so I can make my own fursuit. But also just like I've got so much old clothes, so much spare material. I could do so much with it. Make a jacket. I could make a bed sheet. I could make, I don't know, I could make a bag. Could make some pouches. A little fanny pack. A little random belt pouches. It'd be awesome. Oh, but yeah, what I didn't mention to you, Andromeda, was the so my mom wanted to make like to turn her bed into like a 4-posters thing, or a 4-post bed, and I was like, okay, all right, we can do that. And because it's not like, it wasn't building a bed frame, it was building a thing. It's just putting 4 posts, screwing 4 posts together with some sideboards and you know, putting like a new headboard on that and stuff, which is fine. It would have taken like 20 times as long to make an actual bed frame, but all the measurements she made were wrong. Like, it's a king size mattress, so it's like, I don't know, it's pretty square. It's like 75 inches on either side or something like that. It's not quite square, but it's basically that. Like, it's like 75 and 76 or something, right? So the long side ended up being like, I don't know, 80 inches or something, and the short side was like 72. I was like, oh no. So, and then the place that she got the inspiration from, she also completely forgot how they actually put the stuff together. It was like, I had to use pocket screws. It was supposed to all be pocket screws, but that wasn't going to work. We weren't going to be able to put everything together. So basically we managed to use a little bit of the long side, instead of using pocket screws and having it like in between the posts, put it on the sides of the posts, with just regular screws, managed to cut the length a little bit, and thereby increase the width of the whole thing. So it does fit, but it was very much a, oh god, what is happening right now sort of thing. Oh, right. Actually, hold on. The fun thing about... Oh, right. The fun thing about these bricks in this mod is that they're not part of the vertical bricks mod, or the vertical slabs mod, so they behave slightly differently. But yeah. It was a whole thing, though. Like, I was expecting it to take like 30 minutes, and it took like 2 hours. And it was late at night, so it was really a pain. But got it done. Somehow. And then, oh yeah, so I've got a chess table, which, you know, so by the way, I do want to, probably I don't know, we'll see. I might start uploading stuff to my Instagram. I have a Riley Rhapsody Instagram that's part of the link tree. I don't use it, but I should. So, like, that'll probably be something I do at some point. But yeah, the chess table. Chess table is a thing. I have, okay, so the chess table is like all a bunch of 2x2 slabs, or a bunch of 2x2 tiles that are like you know, like half an inch thick. And naturally, even though I cut them with the guard on the table saw, not all of them were perfectly half an inch. And yeah, and I don't really have a good planer, and I should have tried. I didn't, but I should have tried to actually properly plane them. But I didn't. I got them all fitting on the chessboard, and I just started sanding. And it's gone pretty well. There were actually, I was really surprised. There were a few pieces where the glue didn't take, and I thought it was going to be like half of the tiles, but it was only like, I don't know, like 5. I should say that it's an interesting thing where I think I built the table before like measuring out what like dimensions I needed for the chess table, how many tiles I needed. And chess table is an 8x8 grid, 64 tiles. I made a 12x12 because, again, I think I did it dumb and edited it. Fuck. And made the table before I made the tabletop. Yeah, so it's gonna be a whole pattern where like there is an 8x8 grid, obviously, but it's also going to have like a ring around it in a different pair of colors, or maybe one solid color, I don't know. And then another ring outside of that to put the fallen pieces. And the tabletop's also like removable, so that I'm gonna put like I'm gonna put something so you can like store the pieces. It should be good. Should be good. I kind of like forced my friend to be like, "Yo, do you want this? Do you want this chess table? I'm making this chess table. You gotta freaking take this chess table, dude." And like, it wasn't quite that forceful, but yeah. So we're not 100% sure on if he's gonna take it or not, but it is a thing. Okay, so I'm thinking. Sorry. I'm pretty sure I mentioned, but I had like, you know, a video production class, which I think is probably the place that pointed out the clicking of your tongue, like noise. Like, you gotta cut that out. It's just an annoying thing when you're doing like interviews and stuff. And like, because of that is the only reason I've noticed that as a thing. Now every time I notice it, I feel the need to point it out. Was it? Oh, jeez. Trying to remember, when was the... Because Star Citizen had... Star Citizen had the drama. They had the... the Atlas, the Argo Atlas drama, where it's a tool that is a tool for the game that was like, you know, developed, what's the best way to put it? It is a tool that just so happens to be better at doing, to be the best way to do, like, the current gameplay loop of cargo. And the only way you can get it, is to buy it. Just leave this here, I think. And it's like, it's just a really ridiculous thing. It's really, dude. I don't know. One of these things that's just, I wonder if it's like, because I think it's like, it's one of multiple things in Star Citizen's development where there's like, they introduce a change, and then the new vehicle that they're selling is like suited for that change and kind of better than everything else, but it's also like, but 100% all of the times that that's happened, they've always like nerfed the new thing to bring it like back in line with everything else. So it's like, so it's, I don't know. I don't think it's an intentional, like, I don't think it's really intentional, but there's like, because it doesn't happen like that often, but there's a lot of those strange coincidences. I kind of wonder if it's just like, if they just don't care. Maybe they don't. I don't know. But yeah, I think actually now it's a month. It is a month until CitizenCon, which I think I'm gonna stream. I think I'm gonna stream. So yeah. Just gonna, sorry. I have this strange feeling, I've got this strange vibe that the stream bingo is messing with my thing. Messing with my stream numbers for some reason, I don't know. Oh, I do need to go and record more Paper Mario. The thing I keep forgetting to do. And I need to not forget to do that. I guess I should also say that, yeah, I want to, like, do a Let's Play of... Obviously, I'm recording a Let's Play of Paper Mario, and I want to do some other Switch online emulator things. But yeah. I think I've played like a little bit of Ocarina of Time, but only like the amount that was on like the demo on the Nintendo, like on the Wii thing. I think it was a thing with Brawl specifically, actually. Kind of crazy. Yeah, it's definitely definitely a thing. Gotta go and do at some point. Na na na. Oh, this is gonna look really weird, actually. Yeah, it's fine. You need to do more roof styles. I don't know, I've got like... I've got all the stuff I want to do for Moss Ellion. And there's also Mudtown. Which I could break 2 and do that, but meh. Me. Guess we can just do... It's actually interesting, I guess, now I'm thinking about it. Where, Final Fantasy is... I think it still isn't a part of the Switch emulator stuff. Unfortunate. I mean, like, I'd probably prefer to get all of the games on PC anyway, but pixel remasters. But it would also be nice to have like the originals. Well, it does beg the question, actually. Evo, What are you talking about? Oh, Evo. Actually, hold up. Hold up. Oh, wait, you're a voodoo doll right now. Wait, what? What? Hold on, what is the emote? Ebo, do you know what tri-tip is? Very serious question. Only the most serious of questions here, as you know. What? Dude. It's like... It's a particular cut of, steak. Or, well, not steak, of cow. But it's very particular to California, apparently. It's very good. But we're like the only people who know about it. Wait, what? Did you just assimilate all the knowledge from your grandfather? Okay. No, oh my god. No, I should have said like absorb through mitosis. That's what I was going for. No, I think you're an eldritch abomination. Oh, Ebo. You're always a treat to talk to. Oh, wow. I'll keep this tidbit in mind. For our predestined meeting. Fair enough. Alright. What am I doing? Actually, let me look at some other building styles I've done, see what I... Amazing. What was Druid Urban? Is Druid Urban like a thing? No, Don't know what I was trying to go for here. Oh, dude. How has it been? I haven't heard. I've heard only few things from you sporadically. How are you doing? Oh. Sorry. I asked, so I probably should have expected. Culvers? In the same way, okay, in the same way that you don't know what tri-tip is. I mean, I know what cheese curds are, but I don't think I've ever had cheese curds. Apparently is a crime. Oh? Like a game of checkers? What? Telling me I need to... Rallies at the... What's a rally? Am I just extremely uncultured? That's a rhetorical question. I know I am. Californianoid? Yeah. Accurate. Oh. That's something. Now wait a minute. Is it Rallies R-A-L-L-E-Y? Or is it R-A-L-L-Y? I mean... God. Okay. Apparently there is one here. So it's not even. It's not. I am more interested in food. Excuse me. Maybe I crave the physical attention. Okay, but tell me. Does Rallies have waffle fries? Now listen. There's a lot of good fries in the world. But I have to stand by waffle fries. Curly fries? That does make things... Do they have fish sandwiches? That's... I mean, I gotta stop you at least on... At least on 5 things? At least on 5 things. It's a very long list. I have to do I've got to do an inventory. Oh my god. No. It was a joke. It was a joke. I mean, there's like... How granular is the list of every intimate thing? There are many a maneuver that I don't know about. Like, are we talking about a list of like 100 things, or is it a list of like 10 things? Because if it's maybe I should have said at least 50 things, but some of those might be things I don't know. It was I am really derping out here. Were we talking about waffle fries? No, fish sandwich. Does Rallies have fish sandwiches? This is the important thing. Oh my god. Now I am, Oh, no fish sandwiches? Well. I don't know if it's like our local store, but Long John Silver's like exclusively does waffle fries now, and it was like, it's the best thing. It's the best thing of my life. I was gonna say, dude, I mean, like, I don't know where you've been, Ebo, but I have missed slash liked the absence of the insanity. I'm not sure which one yet. Also, I'm desperately trying to remember what I was doing. I was looking at this stuff and trying to figure out what I wanted to do. Maybe I want to go... Well, let's see. Let's go to Mud City. Try and remember what I was doing. Oh right, I had this giant apartment building that I had not finished. Ah. Oh, that's good. Had me worried there for a second. Some great emotes, but I don't have the eyesight for it. I got a new prescription, but I haven't gotten new glasses. So, you know. Evo, why would you do that? My god, dude. I haven't heard from Soap in a while. I mean, I'm pretty sure he isn't, because I checked his Twitter, and he said something like an hour ago. Hey Crow, how's it going? If Soap was going to die, a clown car accident, I think that would probably be the way you wanted to go. When it's at least it's at least on it's no Crow, come back, oh my god. Ebo, why? Why? Why, Ebo? Why do you do this? We're all silly here. I mean, if I entered a room and a possum yelled at me to leave, I probably would. What do you mean? You're asking me what I mean. I mean... I mean... You say abomination. I say... I don't know what I say. I say a good thing. I was like, experiment, a good experiment, a good compromise, a good, I don't know. There's a better term that I'm dumb. Oh, that is fair. That is fair. Alright, Ebo. Okay, give me 1 second here. Yeah, hang on. Ebo, Ebo, how old do you think I am? 75? That is much closer than 75. But wait, so do you just assuming that I'm just the most tech illiterate person ever? Hang on. Let me... Alright, hang on. Let's see. Alright, hang on. I see. Hang on, let me... Sorry. I've been absorbed in this. Let me at least play the... Let me at least get the audio here.
We don't need John Kramer here. My John Kramer soda has arrived.
You said you wanted a John Kramer soda. I was like,
There you go. That's the thing. Beautiful. Oh, very nice. For only the briefest of moments. Be fair. Has been a long time since we talked though, Ebo. It'd be good to... I don't know. You're free after stream. Might be I don't know. Hopefully it'll be a little bit longer of a stream, but you know. If you're free anytime. Yeah, let's see. Oh, oops. Nope. That's... Sorry about that. Don't mind the Cyrillic. I really need to, like... I really need to freaking... Like, I started taking... Years ago, I started taking, like, Russian lessons on Duolingo, and I was like... it was just bad. I was just bad. Haven't done it in a while. I gotta go back do that. I had a way of doing this. Oh, this was not it. Yeah. Crow, what was the thing that you mentioned? You're still here. What was the thing about the... I don't know how much you want to talk about conflicted feelings about somebody, but I don't know if you open to that, to talking about that. Or if not, that's totally cool too. But you've sparked my interest. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, so let me see if I can remember how this worked. Okay. Alright. I also have a friend who, like... Let's see, actually. I love how Minecraft is just the thing where I'm just like, hold on, let me pause for 5 minutes and sidetrack myself here. Just super consistently. When was the last time... Really? Okay. It was like 3 months since we talked. Wow, that's crazy. I thought it was longer. Yeah. Yeah, that's fair enough. People are complicated after all. Relationships are complicated. All that stuff. I wonder. I don't know, I could... trying to think of just how exactly I'm gonna go about doing all of these buildings. Maybe I'll just copy and paste them, and then... I'll copy and paste these ones, and then, like 20 times, not 20 times, like 5 times each, and then I'll go to each one and color swap some. We'll see. I don't know. So I don't know how to feel exactly about this. Also, one thing I really want to do in terms of like building styles, I want to. Ooh, okay, this is a wall of text. I want to try and make like something that's brutalist, but also sort of urban greenery. I do like the urban greenery thing. I haven't really done too much with it. Okay, really say is hire someone who didn't grow up in. Do you know how I feel about someone who got home? Oh no, dude, I totally get that. I totally get that. Like, yeah, no, like, I had one crush in high school, and like, I knew with like, I don't know how to describe it. It was just a feeling. But I knew it was a crush. And there was a bunch of other people who I was like, I don't know why I don't have a crush on these people. If I had a crush on this person, I don't know why I don't know why I wouldn't have a crush on this other person, you know? And it's like, but it's also like, I just don't know. It's like, I've never felt a crush aside from, I've never crushed on anybody besides that one person. And it's just like, I mean, my advice, I guess, like, I don't know. I was, I mean, don't let like the concern, you know, about like how you're feeling, don't let that get in the way of your friendship. Like, I mean, I would like to think that if I got into a relationship that any like however it goes down, we could always still just be friends, you know? The accursed friend zone. But yeah, don't let it get too much, don't let it get to your head too much. They're cool, and you know, if you know, maybe you try things out, see how that goes. You know, mutually, you know, come to an understanding if it's not working out, you know. And then also note that I am the least qualified person to be giving any kind of relationship advice, but yeah. Just be cool. Just be cool. Just be chill. Good. Good. Yeah, I don't know. Just trying to think of like, I don't know. It's also a problem of like, well, I don't know. If it's a problem of like picking up on like social cues, like if somebody's like joking around or flirting, I also have I've got absolutely no advice for that, unfortunately. I'm trying to think. There was one time. Sorry, now I'm just remembering cringy ass time in high school. There was one time where like, oh no, my crush gave me a compliment. And then there was one time where I just like picked some flowers out of the freaking school bush on the like sidewalk of the school or whatever, and I don't know if I actually did I don't think I did give it to him, but the intention was there. Oh, and there was the time that I was like, "Hey, do you want to kiss?" And then I produced the kiss chocolate. I think oh no. Oh yeah. No, I had like 20 chocolates or whatever, and they only took one. And it was like zero period or whatever. Or it was like before first period. So like for my first period class, like a teacher went by and was like, "Hey, you want to kiss?" And he was like, "Excuse me?" And I'm like, and then like I took a second to like reach into my bag, pull it out. I was like, "Oh, okay." I was having a conversation earlier that just reminded me about the good old days. Now I'm getting all nostalgic here. It's I was reminded particularly of my Webkins days, which apparently for y'all youngins not in the know. Actually, you know what? Now I gotta check. So, you know, maybe Webkins is still going on. I wouldn't be surprised. Webkins Classic? Oh my god, it is still going on. Holy shit. 2019, Gans announced that the first generation of Webkins plush was ending, that no new plush pets would be released for the time being, with fully virtual pets being created and available for purchase. In November 2020, Gans resumed the creation of plush Webkins toys for the spin-off game Webkins Next. Oh my god. Webkins, and I don't know Neopets. Hold on, I'll read the thing in a second, but they're like... Oh, so Neopets is like all virtual? I assume... Okay, so Webkins is like Neopets, but you buy real plushies, and then all of those plushies have a redeem code, and then you redeem it in-game to get the thing, and it's like... Oh no! If you haven't logged into your Webkins account in 7 years, your account will have been deleted from her. That means can only respond to emails during regular... Okay. Wow. Damn. Damn. Sorry, that's just like... I don't know where any of my Webkins are, but I hope I still have them. Good lord. Form of effective gift giving. Spent too much money on them. Oh yeah. No, that's like... Yeah, that's a big issue with that, right? Yeah, I did a few small gifts. Actually, I'm trying to think. I don't know. I try to like, if I can like make something, and give it to a friend, then I will. Although that being said, that hasn't happened in a long time. I'm making a chess table for a friend, but that's, yeah. But yeah, no, I think I did buy a necklace for somebody. I don't remember who it was. And then I also made a choker for somebody. I think I remember. Yeah. That was a thing. Good lord. A lot of nostalgia being had these days. Oh, I do need to fix up that chess table though. I was very happy. I tried a thing with some jointery, and I tried angles, not just 90 degrees, but I tried like some weird angles on the legs, and it worked pretty good, but I like cut too much material out. While it still works, I cut way too much material out of it, out of part of it, and I need to go back, fill those, plug the space. And did I mention though that I was sanding all of the chess table tiles? There were each, like, what is 12 by 12? 144? 144 tiles, all being sanded down manually by hand. It was, it's not the best. Like, next time I do a chess table, I'm just painting the damn thing on. Because frankly, like, even now, it's still gonna be a thing of basically painting it on, staining it, but gonna be just a, it's just gonna be a thing. Let's see if there's any Final Fantasy 13 in this rotation music. Trying to remember the Step Into the Rainbow song from 13. Speaking of nostalgia, freaking classic Pokemon. Dude. Da, 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 da. No. Sorry, I just was thinking of like, oh, you know what they really should do? They don't have the emulator for, they don't have the emulator for, I guess the ROM. Yeah, they don't have the thing for, like the original Pokemon, Pokemon Blue, Red. I don't know if they would do Green. It would be very interesting to see. They don't have those games on the Switch Online emulator stuff. Wouldn't it be interesting, though? Not only wouldn't it be interesting if they did, but wouldn't it be interesting because they do have Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. What if they had the DS games? But what if the next generation of Switch had some dual screen thing? They're like, there's no other way to port over a DS game. There's absolutely no other way to port over a DS game. We have to make this one. We have to make this one with a dual screen. There's no other way. That would be amazing. Oh god, though. Ugh. Yeah, that just reminded me of another thing. I guess I won't say. I won't say too much. I did look up what, I saw a video about, what happened to Jeremy Soule. The composer's probably best known for the Elder Scrolls stuff. Let's just say Jeremy Soule is not really doing much these days. I don't know if for good reason is the right term, but maybe for good reason. Also, hello, welcome back, Crow. And actually, sorry, it also occurred to me, Crow, it has been a hot minute since you've been here. Since you're showing up in stream. If I am remembering correctly. So welcome back. It's, it's not any big deal or anything, just an observation. Guess in all fairness, there are some things that I haven't kept up with. Oh jeez. There's some D&D games and or other tabletop games that I haven't kept up with too much. Not for any particular reason, just yeah. And I gotta go them up. Because I've been watching The Unexpectables. Which is really good. Also, well, I don't know if I would say mainstream, but perhaps more on the mainstream side. They have one of the players is Ed Bosco, or Ed Bosco. I don't know. Ed Bosco, I think. Yeah. Who was the original voice for Alistair in Has Been Hotel, which is how I know him. Not that like any of the other players, like the other players are also great, but that was the I was like, oh wait a minute, this dude. I was like, I know this dude. I'll keep watching this. So, also, yeah, I am derping hard. I need a mud slab. I thought, I was sure I was gonna find a mud slab somewhere. Then I didn't find one. Actually, let's get creative. Da, da, na, 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 na. I think part of the thing is though that I really want to see like a Cyberpunk game, a Cyberpunk Red game. There are some good ones, but like there just aren't a lot of them in the same way that you can very easily find some Dungeons and Dragons. Although I don't know. Dungeons and Dragons also has like so much. There's so many things. It's a lot of stupid things that they've been doing recently. Like the D&D Beyond thing where they where they like basically just like shadow deleted all of the original 5e content off and replaced it with the new stuff, which I'm not even sure how much of it is actually like really different. So it's just like basically like, oh whoops, you just buy the same thing again. Which is yeah, an interesting way to do that. Certainly. And I still need to work on my tabletop game too. I really need to. Oh yeah. Oh, the things I could talk about with Cyberpunk Red. Doing something with that. You were talking about it. Someone to call us in. Ooh. Yeah, no, it's like. Yeah, so, I don't know how much you know, so I'm just gonna go on the rant. Yeah, so Cyberpunk, the game, started in 1988 or 1989, and a few years later, like sometime in the early 90s, the original became Cyberpunk 2013. The second edition became 2020. And the second edition stuck around for a very long time. In fact, actually kind of outlived the third edition of Cyberpunk, because we don't talk about Cyberpunk 3.0. But Cyberpunk 2077 is based off of Cyberpunk 2020. Cyberpunk Red came out in 2019, at the very end of 2019, like pretty much a month before, like a month or two before Cyberpunk 2077 came out. And it did change a few things from the last edition, but it's genuinely like, I love it. There's a lot of things that it does. In comparison to D&D, it does have some more complicated things, like armor. Armor is like a whole stat that you have to keep track of, but also it basically splits evasion and armor durability stopping power, which is a thing that I've heard, which is a complaint I've heard from D&D, where the armor class is a combination of your ability to take a hit and your ability to take a hit and your ability to dodge, and like it's just a weird way to do the system. It's a quick and easy way to do the system, but it also does kind of limit some things, right? But it also has some, I don't know if I would say simplification. One thing that Cyberpunk Red has going for it in terms of simplicity is that you only need D6s and D10s, technically D100, but you know. Yeah, so that is that. What's he gonna do? Oh, I do also have a mod that adds other. I don't know if that's new. I don't think it's new, but probably. Also, set early summer. I would hope that it's not snowing now. Okay, I need to fix my weather thing. But oh well. Yeah, Cyberpunk Red is great. I really want to play a game of it. I need to get my friends on board with it. Yeah. It's like I do like Cyberpunk 2077, but after I read all of the material for Cyberpunk Red, and the same way for 2020, I was really kind of disappointed that Cyberpunk 2077 wasn't more like the tabletop games. It's, dare I say, almost disgustingly not like the tabletop games in a lot of ways. Yeah. Although I will say, the 2020, which Cyberpunk 2077 is based off of 2020. They were developing Red at the same time that 2077 was being developed. Like, 2020 is definitely the system that deserves to have a video game made after it. It's, in comparison to Red, it's a lot crunchier and stuff. How so? How so is it out of your comfort zone? Out of curiosity. Because I'm just trying to think. I mean, there's well, yeah. Like, just not a fan of the genre, or I don't know. Gotcha, gotcha. You know what, actually... it's really... Okay, there's two things. In Cyberpunk Red, there exists... And actually, you know what, hold on, let me link it to you. Because it's a free DLC. Yeah, actually, let's see. It's a free DLC that is called Elfheim's Online, which is... Oh, yeah. Which is a game within a game. That is literally a fantasy game, a fantasy MMO that you can play, that your Cyberpunk characters can play within your game of Cyberpunk. Where was it? Elfheim Online. It's got its whole section under the thing. I mean, I gotta be honest, it probably won't make... I haven't read through it because it's just a thing that I'm not interested in. I don't think that's a coincidence. You know what? I will also link, just because it's probably good form too. Let's see. There's also Cyberpunk Red Easy Mode, which is basically a free, dumbed down version of the rules, which might be of interest. I seriously hope it's a thing. New systems. Not a thing anymore? No way. Hold on. That can't be right. Cyberpunk Red. Easy mode. Is it not on their website? This is... yeah. Okay, if you want to get a softcover version of it, then it does cost money. But the PDF is free on DriveThruRPG. Also, company Artalsorian also makes, and I haven't looked at it, I think it's pretty much the same system, just flavored differently. They make the Witcher tabletop RPG, which is set in the Witcher universe, and I think it uses basically the same sort of system. They haven't really updated too much with it, just because, like, where they're at with The Witcher is, like, The Witcher is sort of up in the air, so it's just a thing. But yeah, but yeah, if you ever, like... Well, also... Well, I don't know. There's a lot of ways that you can play a tabletop RPG, and you can also just... There is nothing stopping anybody from just completely ripping out a setting. And just like, yes, this might be... Yes, we might be playing Cyberpunk Red, but now it's in a fantasy world for some reason. Although, like, I don't know. It's totally possible to do that. Although it just, well, I don't know. I would say it takes more time to do, but not necessarily. If you're like me and just create your own stuff no matter what. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not... Well, I mean, it could be isekai. Yeah. But Cyberpunk also, like... I don't know. The nice thing about Cyberpunk is also that you can, like... You can play legitimately whatever you want. Like, if you want to play as a fantasy elf in the world of Cyberpunk, you absolutely can do that. Like, that is literally a thing. If you want to play as a furry in Cyberpunk, that is literally a thing. It is genuinely written into the lore. You don't see a lot of it, which is kind of a shame, but it does exist. Da, na, 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 na. But yeah. I would say, like, well, you know what, but if you don't want to play Cyberpunk, but are looking for something else besides D&D, try out my thing. But obviously, I haven't, like, I don't have any public-facing information aside from what I've said on streams about what I want to do, so... But it's going to be setting agnostic, so if you want to... And hopefully it'll have a few, like, some basic information to get you started with, like, some potential settings, some potential, like, monsters and enemies to fight and stuff. But that's a long ways out still, unfortunately. Da, na, 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 da, This seems like it would be really funny. Yeah, we'll do the 2 columns, I think. Do no new. Manga Gothica Malagast. That... Well, I'm looking that up. Beautiful players skirmish war game designed for virtual tabletop. Okay. Lancer RPG? This is the first time I'm hearing about it. You could buy it for $6.66. Okay, that's a good touch. That's a good touch. I'll have to look into this, but yeah. It's kind of funny though. I have joked about, like, if I can't get my friends in real life to play a game of Cyberpunk, I'll have to do it online. I guess isn't, like, I mean, that's legitimately a thing that happens all the time, but I don't know. It could be a thing that happens. Oh. So, the thing with my tabletop game, like, the thing I really want to focus on, like the big ticket thing, is that I want to have a modular character system where you can just make any sort of character, you can make any sort of monster you want. So if you want to play as a human, you can play as a human. If you want to play as a human but just has cat ears, then you can do that. If you want to play as a human with cat ears and frog hands and is a centaur, you could do that. There's a modular system where you can make just do that. That's what I think is a really cool character customizer. I say, disgruntled in the corner of the bar. I also have to check. I saw a thing I mentioned, I think when you were away, Crow, and I also saw like, oh wow, this is not, for some reason I thought this was Final Fantasy, not Animal Crossing. Wow. So I saw, like, I looked at Jeremy Soul's Wikipedia page, and he started out at Square. I don't know what his first game was. I think it was like, I don't think it was Trials of Mana. I don't know, but it might have been a Mana game. I'm not sure which one. Also, Minecraft just crashed. Cool. We'll get Minecraft back up as soon as possible. Exit code -1, which is fun. But yeah, Square was doing Jeremy Soule made a remix of a song from Final Fantasy VI because he technically was like working there basically at the same time Final Fantasy VI was coming out. And apparently, allegedly, he made some music for Final Fantasy VI, but it never got in just because it was like, it was basically just a test to see, or maybe he worked on it, but you know, they just didn't choose to do it or to use his music just because, you know, it's just like, hey, I mean, you know, if you want to try it, then, but no, we're gonna go with Uematsu's stuff because he was the classic. God, isn't it also crazy though? Nobuo, no, was that his name? Uematsu? Nobuo Uematsu? I'm sorry. He did not think that he was not a fan of voice acting in video games because he thought it made them too much like a movie, which is a little anecdote, I know, which is just such a silly thing. Also probably, I don't know, maybe I should try, I should also try, Super Mario RPG. I don't know, it might be blasphemous to say, but I'm not like a huge fan of Paper Mario. I know like the original Paper Mario is not everybody's favorite. I think it is some people's favorite, Paper Mario. I don't like the action commands. I'm just like, I don't know. It's not like, I don't know. It's just a weird thing where it's like, I don't know. It's a weird thing where like, I love Absolver, which is an entire like combo fighting game, and a, you know, complicated and a complex deck building sort of system with that, right? That you have to keep in mind all of your commands and the commands that your enemies can use as well, so you can know how to dodge them and all that stuff. Really cool system. And I do also like systems that are simpler, that don't have all the complexity, where it's just click and shoot, or click or select an attack, and then you just watch the attack get played out in all traditional Final Fantasy. The action command thing is like kind of a, I guess, the amount of interaction you need is just, in my mind, a little bit of a weird middle zone, or mid-ground. I think also because there's just sometimes, like, timing, I'm just not sure, like, I'm just not, like, 100% sure, like, when I fail the timing, why my timing has failed, you know? Which is, like, it's fair, I guess, but it's still a little unfortunate. Also, I'm opening a can of soda. I should probably, like, I don't know. I give the warning, and then I give the warning a moment before it happens, not enough time for anybody to, like, turn their headphones off or anything. Well, I want to try something different here. Yeah. I really do like the concept of urban greenery, although I don't like, there's also like, I like the aesthetic of it, actually, I guess I should say. Don't really know too much about the practical side of it. I know, like, there's the problem, one of the potential problems with it, right, is that plants are fucking heavy. And like, just putting a bunch of plants on top of, like, onto buildings is like kind of a structural hazard. It means, like, I don't know, you need to build up the buildings with stronger materials, which are, actually, I don't know. I would assume that possibly those building materials are then, because they're heavier and probably need more industrial backing. If you're going to make a giant skyscraper and you need it to be twice as tall or twice as structurally sound, you need to use more steel or whatever. and then you need twice as many, steel beams for the same building, and Although I don't know if that's actually a consideration, but I would assume it would be. Hold on. Oh yeah, but also this is Minecraft, so like urban greenery is cool. Practical matters do not apply. Sunset Foxglove. Hold on. Ooh, very nice. Trying to think, what else? You know what? Sorry, I'm curious. Had the thought. What's the deal with zombie pigmen? I think, zombie pigmen would, ooh. Sorry. I think zombie pigmen would attack anything that wasn't wearing gold. So theoretically, they could be like, theoretically they could be Eofwans. Which I know I actually have gold. I know there's, yeah, gold jewelry. Ooh, gold amethyst. Very nice. Which obviously doesn't apply, but... Not that it applies in this creative world, but yeah. Zombie pigmen spawn? No. That's okay. Let's make it a little bit larger here, actually. Probably an easier way to figure out. Is it just cobblestone? I hope it was. Maybe it was mossy cobblestone. We'll see. Mossy cobblestone? I think it was do that. Yep, I remember. Sometimes. Alright, it was good seeing you, Crow. Hope the relationship goes well. And hope I see you again soon. Still streaming Wednesdays and Fridays. If you can make it, no pressure, of course. Da-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Nah. I'm assuming that zombie pigmen gold are gonna drop just gold. Gold and ham? Or pork? Pork, that's the one. Dun, dun, na 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 na. How adjacent did these need to be? I'd be derping here. Oh, yep. Rotten flesh? Ooh, okay. You know what? Gold nuggets would not be a bad thing, though. Be real. Also, by the way, actually, mods, I'm curious. Doesn't actually say how many. Cool. That's fine. I'm just thinking of like, oh, wouldn't it be cool if there was a nether portal themed thing? Where you have a bunch of nether portals and it like you have a bunch of simple structures, and then it turns all of them into nether portals. So by the way, let me just look at how large of a corruption area this is. This doesn't seem like it's that large. I think we'll see. Da, na, 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 na. Let's see if I know what it's called. Nether portal, portal something. Oh, interesting. Chinchillas. I haven't seen... I think I've been to any, like... Create sabers. Okay. When you get to nether portals spread 100% has a config. Let's set it to 10. And then let's set it to back to 100. Prevent spread with block. Instant convert amount. Dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, because this is not 100. This is definitely not 100 even like diameter. And granted, maybe it's a decent length, but like, eh. I mean, like, -2, -2516, 2516. -2560. So yeah, that is definitely not that much. And it is a radius, so like, dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Sorry, I'm also like just in the ooh, I want to do things mood. You know what? Gosh darn it. Now I've inspired curiosity within myself. So what I kind of want to do. What I kind of want to do is to make to take this sort of platform city and like take it to another extreme. So I thought I've had for a little while of like, I want to make it, we're gonna call this, I'm gonna call this Hellspawn. Ooh. Let me just see here. Cobblestone, 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 cobblestone. And actually, we won't. We'll see. I'm just thinking of like, what I'd like to do here is to see how well this works. Just make a little building. Let's look at how drastically it changes when it gets corrupted. and also see what the how dynamic trees works with it, which I think I probably have answered these questions for myself before. But I don't remember them. I don't remember the answer. Obsidian Fairy Dragon. Ooh. To remember how... I've got to remember a bazillion mods. Also, let's actually... Oh, and also, I am pretty confident that this, oh. Should reset... Like, it should be a pretty instantaneous change. Has been before, so... You know what, also, let me really quick... throw some stairs down here. And I guess we'll also put some vertical slabs. I don't think the vertical slabs are going to work, but hey, you never know. It would also be nice to, you know, have some like blacklisted blocks from the corruption. Oh, geez. No, also for the sake of argument, if I put a piece of cobblestone, it immediately, pretty much immediately converts, okay? If I cannot put down sapling there, that's understandable. Ooh. Crimson roots. That... No, cannot be bone mealed. Okay. Kind of guessing it doesn't affect the trees because they're dynamic trees. So wondering... No, I can't mount a lantern. Mount a lantern any which way, unfortunately. Hmm. So yes, it does not affect stone, vertical stone slabs. Regular stone slabs? Oh, wow. I could have sworn that was a thing, but oh well. But I just particularly like, I don't know, it's just a cool thing. The ground just shifting. Changing the land being corrupted. I don't know, I just think it's neat. I know there is the changed mod, but also that also does a similar thing. But it's like really insane and aggressive. Also, I'm sorry, let me get a better angle of this. The question is going to be, does it affect the walls? I'm going to guess... I think it might be the case that... the version of the mod for 119.2, the latest version doesn't affect... or the latest version doesn't have the being able to change walls and stairs and slabs and stuff. Kind of unfortunate it doesn't affect the trees. I'm guessing that it's going to change the dirt under it, though. And it's just going to pop the tree. But we'll see. So are we getting to the floor yet? No, not yet. Sorry. Watching paint dry is... Sometimes watching paint dry can be fun. But yeah. What else has been going on? Oh, I will say, for Final Fantasy 13, I just got to like the first open area. The Seath Stones, the optional missions, I'm not going to promise that I'm going to do all of those on stream, because I have already done some off stream. And grinding the amount of grind I want to do probably isn't going to happen, but it's also... we'll see. But yeah, more, wow. It is kind of sad that it doesn't affect walls, but that's... oh well. Because it's not like this is the first version of this mod or anything. Wait a minute, did it change the ground? No! Interesting. Okay. It should change the wood, which I guess we'll see. Might not be all wood. Maybe there's a config thing I missed as well, but we'll see. Because I think it will, and I think it will convert the vanilla trees. But if it doesn't convert planks, that's a little strange, right? Okay, so I'm just trying to think of also what else I actually want to do. This stream, what other buildings I want to build. Because the one thing I built for Mud City is just a random thing. No, it wasn't a block of flint, it was a block of coal. Because, yeah, it's definitely not doing this, and I don't want this to go rampant. Oh, and I will say, actually, just to show it off, because I also haven't checked it out in a hot minute. Survivalist is supposed to be a little bit more... Oh, right. Yeah. So it's supposed to be one of these sorts of, like... This is like a sort of unit, city center, sort of colony center, where you're like... You place this down, and then you have, like, some very basic buildings that you can make that you can, you know, start a bunch of stuff off. And then these lots are like medium lots, but they're a little bit less efficient, but also it gives me as the designer more space to work with. Although, granted, this does not look like so how the fuck have you been? It's been a while, my dude. I asked how you were on Discord and you didn't message me back. I was worried. I was worried the soap had been used up. Worried the soap had been dropped one too many times. How have you been? How the hecky weckies have you been, Soap? Oh, it's fair. Also, I'm sorry, I misread that. I thought you said Build Society, not Band Society. That's a mistake. Go back to Mud City. Trying to think of buildings I need to build. I've got a few variations of houses that I can also stuff some random utility stuff into. I've got a tavern. I've got a giant apartment. Still have to figure out. Still need to build this out a little bit. Wonder if I should just do like white, red, white, red, white, red. That might be better. I don't know. There's shoot. What does that mean? What do you mean 437 times? Is there like one session where they dropped you 400 times and then one session where they dropped you 37 times? You know, also, I should just get rid of the nether portal here. Just, I don't know if that's messing with anything, but also it should be expanding, I would hope. I don't know if it is. Give it a hot second just to see if it is at all. Yeah, just get rid of this. Yeah, so yeah. You gotta talk. It's been a hot minute. Alien sus art. Keep that in mind. Might be too late for me. It's fair. Hold on, I gotta do math here. I think this is all I need. Right. I want to make it larger. 7 long. 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Oh wow. Sorry, I'm totally derping. For a second I thought you were in Twitch chat. But yeah, so like yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna hit you up on Discord at the very least. Cause it's been a hot minute. I was super concerned. I messaged you on Discord days ago, maybe a week ago, and I didn't hear anything back. Oh hell yeah. Gotta beat him at Smash. That is the prerequisite for a good time. Oh, soap! Holy shit, soap! Oh! You can't do anything with it because it's on YouTube. I don't have it running, but I actually set up the bingo. We have the bingo now. I'm probably gonna need to go like iterate on it a little bit, but we got the bingo. But it's only on Twitch. I'm not on Twitter! I saw that you were on Twitter though. but literally because I checked today. Because I was like, you know what? I probably should check on Twitter. Yep, we got the bingo. The bingo is had. I wish I could say that the bingo was like, that the bingo, like, I got the bingo set up like months ago, or like a month ago, but, no, it was last stream. Oh, you got banned on oh. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. Should have led with that. It is unfortunate. You've been missing Final Fantasy 13. I know you did show up for one thing of Final Fantasy 13, right? Oh, that's good. Just log out. I was gonna ask if it's like, are you like at your cousin's place and you don't have like, just don't have the same like access to everything? Yes, so? Yeah? Yeah? Oh, holy shit, bullshit, goddamn motherfucker. Oh, no. Oh, 16's on PC? Right, yes. Yes. That is true. Oh, was it today? Okay. I haven't kept up with it because I just know it's not going to be on sale for a while. And I've been concerning myself with 13. That's fair. I don't think there's any games nowadays that I would be like, oh, I gotta get this right now. After Starfield happened, nah, not gonna buy any games day one. Oh yeah, no, that's always the kicker. That's always the problem. Da na 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 yeah. Na 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 na. Da na na na. Na na. Oh, don't remind me of games I need to play. The Devil May Cry. Da no 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 na na no 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 no. But yeah, that's great though. Are the Square games, or the Final Fantasy games, or the Final Fantasy PC ports of the games, like, are they they good. Like, Final Fantasy 13 was not super great. I see. Wait, I thought you said you didn't have the money for Final Fantasy 16. How are you playing Final Fantasy 16 if you don't have the money for Final Fantasy 16? I'm confused, Bun. What? I thought you said you didn't have the money for Final Fantasy 16. And now you're saying that you are playing Final Fantasy 16. Can your PC even handle? Can it even handle Final Fantasy 16? My god. Again, can your system even run that? Oh. Oh, sorry. No, small text. I see. I see what you're saying. Final Fantasy 6, not 16. Yep, nope, I'm a dumbass. Okay, cool. That was bound to happen at some point. So you can run Star Citizen? God, it's good having you back, dude. Just want to say. That is true. That is true. And a solid state. Storage device. It's fair. No, I haven't gotten it. The reason I haven't gotten it, I'm probably gonna put it on my Christmas list. And also I might want to get something larger. Honestly. But we'll see. See. Okay, so by the way, right now I am trying to make... I'm thinking this is like a fancy smancy... The fancy smanciest of bars. That's good. That is good. Well, listen. I've heard guesses that Star Citizen is eventually going to need will eventually need thousands of gigabytes. Or not thousands of gigabytes. But we'll need maybe 1,000 gigabytes total. So I would like to at some point have a maybe not necessarily a one exclusively for Star Citizen, but possibly. It's right now it's around 100 gigs. I know explicitly because I was trying to get one of the the tech preview thing. And I realized that, I had realized that I needed 100 gigs. So oh my god, dude. Oh, dude, no, Star Citizen always has some controversy going on, right? But the controversy going on now is an interesting one. So, alright. So, they recently made a bunch of cargo gameplay changes. They've a lot of things that are it's the first stage of it. But it's, overall fairly well received. But right now there's a lot of moving boxes and it's a little bit of a pain. So they basically added pretty much verbatim, they added a loader from Alien. And people were really excited about it. And it's awesome. It is awesome. Especially the context of hey, this could also be, the basis for a combat mech. It probably actually was based off of a combat mech that they made in Squadron 42, and basically they just ported it over to have a tractor beam. They made a better version of the tractor beam, basically. And slapped it on there, and people are really cool about, people were very excited about it, until it was discovered that, until they sold it, which, they sold this thing, which is just a mech suit, just an exoskeleton. They're selling it for $40, and there's the slightly discounted thing that is $35, but you can only buy it with real cash, not store credit. You also can't upgrade it. It's not, doesn't have the ability to upgrade it to a ship. So that's also a thing that will probably change, but it's it's a whole garbage thing. Honestly, it is ludicrously overpriced. Frankly, probably, I don't know, I would think that any other game would probably sell that thing for $15, but Star Citizen being Star Citizen, everybody's just I really wished it was 20 or $25, maybe 30 at the max, but so yeah. And there's also things with the cargo gameplay that they because it's so much, there are people who are concerned about getting carpal tunnel, and obviously that's not great, And I think it is one of these things where it's just like coincidental of like, it just so happens that they basically create a problem and then they sell that solution to that problem. But it's not really necessarily that they wanted to monetize that sort of a thing. It's just, it happened that way. Where it was like, hey, let's solve this problem, and then the marketing people were like, oh, let's sell it for ludicrous amounts of money. And then that's what happened. And it's like, yeah. Anyways, Star Citizen isn't the only thing I do. I swear. Yeah. So, I don't want this to be like a super swanky tavern necessarily. I do want it to be sort of a thing. But, yeah, Soap? Summon them? What do you mean? I don't know what you mean, so I'm not a summoner. I'm not Dagger. I'm not Aiko. No, I don't know what you mean. I feel like I should, but I'm forgetting. What are you talking? Soap, what are you talking? What the fuck are you talking about? Clearly I've forgotten. I'm sorry. Please, please. Remind me of how... Tell me how terrible my memory is. Tell me what I'm forgetting. God damn it! You had me there. You had me there, so. I'm not putting D's nuts on the bingo card. No, that would genuinely be the worst thing I could do. I think in all fairness, actually you as a moderator on Twitch could go and add it, but that would require you to be on Twitch. Alright, that's fair. Cool, cool. We'll see. I might end soon. I don't know. Lord only knows. Tonight was pretty good. Was pretty nice. A lot of people showing up. A lot of conversations to be had. I will say though that Wednesday is definitely one I think will definitely be one you want to catch. I don't know if I mentioned why, but I think I mentioned that Wednesday's gonna be Pal World, and I guess I'll just leave it at that, but Wednesday's gonna be Pal World. I think Zenless, I think the update's happening after, yeah, no, it's happening like, I don't know if version 1.2 is happening, I think it might be happening at the end of the week, not 100% sure, but like, there wouldn't really be much to do in Zenless on Wednesday. And it's just basically being grinding for Jane. And I might miss Jane, unfortunately. It's not for lack of trying, but you know, it is how it goes sometimes. And I don't know if like Zenless, if the way it works, it like actually, like those limited time polls are genuinely only a limited time, and like if you miss out on them, you miss out on them forever. It'd be really stupid if that was how it worked, but it might also be how it works. I want to have more soda after stream, but also I really shouldn't. Na, 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 I guess also these little like indents in the wall, just because I can do them, it's kind of why they're here. But also, I can put like some plants, some planters, have a little bit of decoration going on in these hallways that are otherwise too small to have some like decoration. It is genuinely the best place to do something like this. Also, okay, so I want to try like some urban greenery here, and I want to do like just a more of a basic open roof thing. And then there's just moss on the end. And this doesn't need to be a huge building either, so. I wonder. I have been seeing a lot of stuff with like block bench recently. So I do have one of the mods. There are some mods where you can like add custom models for your characters, for your avatars. There's obviously there's a number of things about that, right? Can't remember what it was called. The one I have right now, it's like I have it installed. Right now I'm using custom NPCs, Nops's custom NPCs, but I don't know if they've updated it for the most recent version of Minecraft. It's all like self-contained, you don't need to use Blockbench to build stuff, but it's maybe a little bit limited, I think. It might not be. But it's definitely a thing. Oh, also I was gonna say, be interesting to do like a building style that was a bit more, I don't know. Be interesting to have like a even larger building style. I'm trying to think of like a I don't know. Be interesting to have one that was just like giant sorts of foundations that you place and just sort of breaks up the landscape in a really kind of in a really crazy way. Let's see, I'm thinking copper mesh maybe? Was mesh? I think the mesh might have been the one. Yeah. Bars are cool. The mesh is basically fence. Has its pluses and has its ups and downs. Oh, that's a massive plant. Okay. Does that seem a little bit like... Maybe we'll like take the... Just do that. Have the corners be a little bit larger. And I'm thinking of putting slabs on top of this afterward. Something about this feels a little bit more like modern. I don't know. Okay. Let's get the floor put down here first. I guess I should have put the panel... Yeah, I guess panels aren't really gonna help us. Aren't gonna help me here. For the corners. Yeah, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. I could put the terracotta... I could put the moss one thing down, but I don't think that'd be good. So what I think I should do... Just do that. Does seem a little strange. Maybe just do that. It is a different way to do it, because having it like embedded in the floor I think is fine. Also, I do want to see like what I think. Oh yeah, that's fine. This maybe seems a little weird. Like it should be one higher, but I think it's fine. Yeah, I'm trying to think of like maybe another sort of mass manufactured city style. But I don't know. What I'm thinking is like maybe like digging into like sort of doing the pit thing. Having like the entire city at one, maybe not necessarily at one level. Oh, maybe, I don't know. Heh. Wouldn't it be interesting though if it was just like cutouts? It was just like carving out the area instead of building stuff up, it was just carving it out. Or at least initially, anyway. I don't know, that could be interesting. But I don't know. And I don't know, this is just for the sake of putting something down, not necessarily. Don't want to necessarily tie myself down to this particular thing or anything, but I do kind of like this look though, with the copper mesh. There is something really nice about this. The white terracotta is fine too. Maybe a different color would be nice. But I think this particular shade though does go pretty good. This maybe the blue could be like could be this light gray. It's very brownish light gray. But yeah. I guess what would be really nice though is like partially what I'm wanting. I guess would be like, I don't know. I want something that I can make into an FPS map easily. But I don't know. Could make an entirely new style. Just for the sake of doing stuff, but also I'm getting distracted from Mosselian, and that's a bad thing. And I kind of want to feel like I've like I came, I saw, I conquered. But we're gonna do it anyway. I also want something I could turn into like Mirror's Edge, but I do think overall Mirror's Edge, like Mirror's Edge was a thing. And there's a lot of Mirror's Edge that I'm like, I don't know if I would ever go back and replay Mirror's Edge. But there was something very unique about it. Also, the game's crashing. It's telling me no, don't you dare get distracted, but yeah, that's... We're gonna go back in. We're gonna do it. Oh, I'm sorry. One of the headlines here is the future of Minecraft development. That's that's an interesting way to put that. Also have like a wireless charger for my phone. It's not been doing amazing. It's been doing enough, but I think my phone, my old cable is old and frayed. My phone, the jack is probably also has seen better days. God, I'm seeing an ad for like a baseball cap with cat ears, and there's also one that has bunny ears, which I'm like, oh my god. I'm not sponsored, so I won't say who, but just know that it exists. Alright. Yeah, okay, so yeah. Okay, so what I'm thinking though is I want it to be concrete wasteland, white torture, jungle thing. Not necessarily white torture, but probably like a bunch of skyscrapers, modular skyscrapers possibly, with some buildings nestled in on the ground floor, and like you can like work your way up. And then also walkways. Maybe walkways between the buildings. We'll see. Oh my god. Oh my god, okay. Minecraft crashed again. Gonna try it again. And if we crash, if we crash again, that's just gonna be it, but... Also, we've only dropped 59 frames. Thank you very much. I'm also going... The game load's going to BRB real quick. Okay. So... Minecraft's not liking it. Just make sure I'm alt-tabbed in. I'm actually in the window here. Okay. Alright, so yeah. So... I do want to do this sort of compact style thing. Where the walls are up against the walls. And Minecraft is still crashing. Alright, well, I hate to cut it short because of the game just randomly crashing, but that's kind of where we're at, so... I don't know what's causing that either. I apologize. Anyways, till next time. Well, okay, so yes, just to reiterate, Wednesday, Pal World, it's gonna be good. Show up for that one, if you can. And Friday will be Final Fantasy. And actually, and again, I think I said, but, Citizen Con for Star Citizen is happening in roughly a month. I think I'm going to do a watch party for Citizen Con. And probably play a little bit of Star Citizen after the talks. Maybe not on the first day. I don't know how long the first day is going to be. It's probably going to be a while. The second day is going to be short, apparently, allegedly, but we'll see. But that is not until basically October 16th, I believe. Until next time, have a good day, a great day even. Chowskis.